Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Cave, Glacier Peak High School. Scott Oshman joined. It's a reunion night tonight on STSPN with John McClain.
Everybody's here tonight, Scott.
Ron Henthorn in the house. Tim Boyle from football, our five-tool executive producer, Todd Elvig. Tonight we should have an absolute dandy of a ball game.
This is going to be some phenomenal basketball.
Glacier Peak welcomes in 6th ranked 12-0 Stanwood Spartans. What a tall test tonight for Glacier Peak Grizzlies.
Literally tall with 6'8" post Drew Stang.
He is a load. 9-2 overall are the Grizzlies, 4-1 in league play. As you see the starting lineups, Brady Southard, Nick Allen coming out. John McClain, you've been your assignments have been mostly with Glacier Peak girls basketball, who's doing very well.
Yeah, but we've sat in on some of the boys' games and watched them play, and Hunter's been doing a great job with these kids. I mean, they were kind of picked early on to be at the bottom end of the league, and they've been surprising a lot of folks.
They're hanging in there. Mount Lake Terrace kind of stumbled again. Stanwood, in fact, they'll leave here, and Friday night they head over to the Terraceum, and they're going to take on Mount Lake Terrace.
It's hard going to Terrace and winning.
Oh, it is.
That'll be a good ball game. That'd be a fun one to go to.
Friday night, 12-0. Again, they went far last year. Head coach Zach Ward in 13th year. Again, always the big story. Zach Ward, Brian Hunter coached together in Stanwood for many, many years.
Yeah, but so Stanwood 12-0, but they haven't run up against anybody really big yet. They've been kind of picking some of the low-hanging fruit off. GP may be one of the better teams they've had to match up against.
It is Wesco 3A South, Glacier Peak, Wesco 3A North, Stanwood Spartans. And we're going to hear from both head coach Brian Hunter and Zach Ward right here. We'll be back with tip-off. You're watching Glacier Peak basketball on the Snohomish Times Sports Network. Good evening, everybody. Live from Glacier Peak High School, Scott Oshman, STSPN, along with head coach of the Spartans Stanwood, Zach Ward. Pre-game here taking on a little south-north. Zach, your team undefeated. You came off a big year last year. What is it about this club and these group of players that you've been so successful?
Senior leadership. We've got 2 4-year varsity kids in the starting lineup and 2 3-year varsity kids in the starting lineup. I think a lot of times that can cover up maybe some bad coaching. But, you know, they're kids that almost made it to Tacoma last year, you know, right to the brink there. They work their tail off. They know what it takes every day in practice, so they have a good idea. And I think that is contagious. You know, the rest of the kids that are just coming up in the program, some of our younger kids really feed off of that, and I think you saw some of that in the JV game.
Speaking of JV, watch at STSPN. I was asking Coach Ward, when's the last time you've seen back? And we're back. This tip-off, we'll get back to Zach Ward and also hear from head coach for Glacier Peak, Brian Hunter. Starting lineups. You see Brady Garcia with the ball. Gets it into Big Stang, 6'8" against the board, no good. Rebound there. Scout Robertson, he puts it in. Puts it up.
Yeah, Robertson going hard to the boards there.
Justin Guffey gets the foul. Let's talk a minute about Justin Guffey, the sophomore. We call him Justin the Hitman Guffey, as Robertson hits the first points.
Guffey getting the start tonight. That's a little interesting for the boys. Guffey hasn't been starting.
No, he hasn't. He got, they made an adjustment there a few games into the season.
It's going to be a good test of Luke Neal taking care of the ball tonight with Thayer going to be all over his butt.
Brady Southern backdoor to Guffey just as we talk about it. Can't get it. Down is Zip. Zip leading the charge of this senior veteran Stanwood. Back into Stang. Stang does get that to Fallen with 7:08 just in the beginning. Stanwood up 5-0.
They're going to have to double team him to stop that. He's just so tall. And look at those arms. Those things are about 5 foot long.
He is big, tall, lean, and tall, takes up a lot of space in the paint on defense, and he's just big enough. He's kind of, just big enough to get a body. Allen, all 6'5" of him, turnaround jumper, no good.
Allen got a good look at the bucket, though, and that was a nice shot. Just needs to get it to drop.
On the other end, Garcia back over to Zip. Now inside. Just can't fall. Good rebound by Neal.
Neal almost late with that weak side help.
Chambers looks to Brady. Brady couldn't get the handle on the ball. He took steps. First turnover tonight for the Grizzlies.
Brady a quarterback, though, not a wide receiver.
That's very right.
Right?
Very right.
He's used to getting a low snap. That ball was probably a little bit high for him.
So you have Garcia, Zip, Thayer. Josh Thayer, we'll talk about him. Drew Stang, 25, and Scout Roberson, the starters for Stanwood in the red. Again to Stang. Allen slips over, but to no avail, and Brian Hunter wants a quick TO as his team is down 7-0 early going, 6:05.
He should be taking a timeout at this point. It's an excellent time to talk to the guys, slow things down, hopefully stop a little bit of this bleeding. You don't want it to continue, that's for sure. GP with a little, it almost looks like a matchup zone.
It did.
Right? It's not a real 2-3. So I don't know exactly what they're playing right now, but they're going to have to retool. They need to get some really good weak side help.
Stay tuned at halftime. We have a great interview with Brian Hunter. We asked him, we talked to him about how do you pressure such a veteran backcourt like this. That's what they kind of live and die sometimes, is their unbelievable defensive pressure.
Well, look at their guards, right? They're small compared to ours.
Right.
They're just little guys, but excellent handles, good vision, right? Take care of the ball well. Neal been taking care of the ball for GP.
Doing a great job. We'll talk about Neal. Meanwhile, for Stanwood, there's another turnover. And number 3, Engelhardt in. And he had the ball, and he draws the foul.
Number 3, Thayer.
And that's going to be Nick Allen's first foul tonight. Oh, excuse me, Thayer. Josh Thayer. Thank you, John. Thayer, again, a 4-year starter, causing havoc. Turnaround, thinks about it, doesn't like it, gets that out to Roberson. Back to Thayer.
Not going to get the push.
Can't get it.
Zip scoops it up.
Zip, great no-look to Roberson. Roberson with 3 points already. Rebound by Guffey out to Neal. Neal been filling it up more than I think we thought.
Well, I think he's gained a lot of confidence over the start of the season. You know, coach has really been going to him to take care of the rock this year, and he's been stepping up and playing some good ball. So
Glacier Peak down 7-0. Can't get it front rim. There's Allen for the rebound. Reset the shot clock. Luke Neal, the senior. Top right. Working on Garcia. Round the horn to Guffey. Inside to Brady. And he'll draw the foul, and that's good strategery.
Yes, good pump fake by Brady. Getting the big man up in the air and getting him swinging. You notice the defense, though, the guards, Garcia and Thayer of Stanwood, really move the feet, have excellent position, right?
Yeah, they do.
Brady misses the first one.
Brady Southard been a rebound machine coming through the year off and on.
Brady, not a big kid, but gets in the right spot.
Misses 2. Good hustle rebound by Guffey. Finds Neal. Left. 3 ball. No. But there's Guffey again, and that's why he's in there.
That is exactly why. Guffey not afraid of a little contact either. He's a big hitter on defense for GP's football team.
See the ball, just Trey Chambers, 25, leading the Grizzlies in scoring this year. Neal from the elbow, not even close.
That was Allen from high post.
Nick Allen.
Free throw.
They're driving. Neal finds Zip. Yes.
Zip, the southpaw, outside, one of the best three-point shooters for Stanwood. You're going to have to get out on that kid.
Three-pointer, 10-0 right now, visiting red-jerseyed Stanwood up. trying to move it around the horn. There's their leading scorer, off the mark, way off, air ball, uncharacteristic for Trey Chambers. Here comes Zip.
GP just not warmed up yet. Garcia for three.
Boy, talk about a skip pass.
Dang,
there's
cleaning it up. Garbage buckets like that will get you a college career.
No reason to call waste management, John McClain. Just call Stang. Boy, a lot of garbage. 19 points, 11 rebounds in the win last week over Shorecrest.
Not going to get it to drop.
Brady working hard, finally cracks the seal. The first two tonight.
Hopefully the first of many. GP's going to need every bucket they can get tonight.
Still down by 10. 3 minutes left to go in the first quarter. Zip, lefty, drains it again. 6 points very quickly for senior Zip.
Coach Hunter may want a timeout.
Thayer.
GP off to a slow start, and Stanwood off and running.
Brady acted like he was going to pull the trigger. Chambers in the paint. Stang got a piece of it. Allen there for the pickup, and he'll draw the foul, and I think it's going to be on Zip.
Too bad Allen couldn't have just gone straight up with that. He had to come down and get his footing and go back up. It cost him too much time.
2 minutes, 30 seconds left in the first quarter here.
Score 3-15. GP down, way down.
Guffey is going to take a seat.
Brooks
in for him, Robbie Brooks. Brooks averaging just a little under 3 points a game this season. John, are you surprised he hasn't gotten more?
But he's working hard on the defense, right? They put him in because he's probably one of the fastest kids on the GP team.
Also in, Drew Wright for Stanwood. Here's long range from Thayer, no good. Brady with the rebound, outlet to Chambers. Chambers got Neal, takes him himself. No call, yes, that's Aaron Keller, the backcourt official, calls the foul on Thayer.
Yeah, Thayer with some good defense there, doesn't like the call.
Boy, Todd Weber looked like he had the position to make that call. I think that's what Thayer's talking to Aaron Keller about.
Looks like Garcia's going to come in and Thayer's going to take a seat. Oh, not going to happen. Coach pulled him back.
2:06 left in the first. Boy, free throws been troubling this Glacier Peak squad this year, and some could say in the past.
Years past, yes. Free throws can win or lose ball games for you, especially if the game's tight. This game right now doesn't appear to be that tight, so maybe it won't hurt them.
15-3, Spartans up. Zach Ward now talking to the officials. And there's some confusion on the court. We talked to Zach Ward, you might have heard before the game, John, about the JV game. Stanwood winning 58-51. But we saw back-to-back dunks. Brady with a good rebound, stuffing the stats. Southard with another 2. 4 points for Brady Southard, averaging just under 8, and there's a conference here right in front of the scorers table.
Sheriffs are trying to work something out.
Again, Zach Ward, head coach for Spartans, and Brian Hunter, good friends, still talk all the time. That last foul is on Thayer. Team's third. Glacier Peak with 2 team fouls.
Notice Brooks out front, right? Trying to put a little pressure on. That's because he's got those wheels.
Trapping again, Brian Hunter talking. It's tough to trap this team because they got eyes in the back of their head. They're just so smooth. You saw that big cross-court pass for the 3 earlier against Zip. Thayer back out, and that's number 22. Chaplick, Karsten Chaplick. 1:36 left in the first quarter. Scott Oshman along with John McClain, STSPN.com, our continuing coverage of Wesco basketball, boys and girls. Over 50 live broadcasts this season.
Robertson taking a seat. This is going to give Stanwood a fast lineup.
It will. Back to Garcia. It's Brooks tries to trap. Chambers hanging at the top of the key. Thayer.
GP kind of extended 3-2 zone.
Trying to take some pressure with Stang not in the ball game and Roberson out. Garcia with 15 left in the shot clock. Drives in. No good. Rebound. Brady. Neal with some time. Minute 9 left on the clock. First quarter. Spartans up 15-5. Neal gets some business. Chambers drives and throws it up, no good. Brooks over, looking for the call is zip, and he's going to get it.
Trey's got to get a little better shot than that, a little higher percentage shot. That was kind of forced.
I was almost about to say over the back, but I know I'm with my good friend John McClain, and there's no such thing as over the back.
There's no such thing. You can go all the way over the top of that kid's head as long as you don't touch him.
You could do a somersault over him if you don't touch him.
Bet. It's a pushing foul.
Spartans now getting their turn. 47 seconds left in the quarter. First quarter, 26 on the shot clock. Up by 10. Back out to Garcia, thinks about it, stops, drops, bounces off. Rebound, Spartans, 33 seconds.
There.
Good defense by Chelsvik checking into the game. Long three, no good. Neal, 23 on the game clock.
5-15, GP down by 10.
Picked up Neal there in the backcourt. Now pressure by Garcia. Chambers releases. Neal all the way left hand, curls it in and good. Great drive by the senior Luke Neal.
Found a chink in the armor there.
That is not going to be, even if he made it, the buzzer had sounded.